Welcome to the Introduction to Xero, brought to you by Catalyst Plus. Our objectives today are to understand the Xero dashboard, learn how to navigate Xero components, learn useful Xero shortcuts. Once you log into your Xero database, you will be brought to what is called the dashboard. On the left-hand side, you will see your bank accounts. On the right-hand side, you will see the accounts watch list, which is all of your accounts that you're wanting to track, and it will tell you your monthly expenditure and your year-to-date expenditure. You will also see a snapshot of the money coming in or your sales. You can go to the sales, you can have a look at these hyperlinks that will take you to the overdue invoices or the draft invoices. Or alternatively, you can have a look at what the money is coming in by clicking on the graph. From the dashboard, you can also add a sales invoice. Further down on the right-hand side, you'll see a quick snapshot of the money going out or your purchases. Again, you can click on the hyperlinks that show you your overdue bills or your draft bills. You can also click on the column graph that shows you what is awaiting payment. And you can also add a bill from this dashboard. Notice the clear distinction between the money coming in and the timeline being monthly, and your money going out being on a weekly basis. Further down, there is your expense claims. These are expenditure paid and paid on behalf of the business by yourself or by your staff. You will see a quick snapshot of your current expense claim, and you can add to that expense claim. You can also see what expenses are awaiting authorization, awaiting payments, and the total outstanding claims. Note that only when the expenses have been authorized will they turn into an awaiting payment and a current claim. As a snapshot, that is your dashboard. If the main three areas that you will be working upon will be your bank account reconciliation, your sales, and your purchases. With your bank account, you can either click on the reconcile items here, or you can go to banking. By clicking on the reconcile here, you will see items that you can use and reconcile. See how this one here, this expense, is showing that it's a possible match. The dates are correct. There's no information, but it looks like it's correct. Xero has automatically created that suggestion for you. You can match it by clicking OK, and it takes the statement from the bank, matching it with transactions in your Xero. You can write notes if you're not sure how to treat something on the Discuss tab. And those are the first areas that I look to make sure that there's nothing outstanding, or if you have any questions and queries. But small items like this, you might want to just create the item in the Xero. You can change the GST type by clicking the down arrow, but in this case I think it's correct. And then click OK and the item has been created. There's also an ability to create a rule, and in this case we would also agree to apply the rule. From reconciling your bank account, you can move into sales, and then you can deal with creating invoices here. Otherwise, you can get to this same section from your dashboard by going to sales. Maneuvering now to purchases, we click on accounts and purchases, and again we can see all of our outstanding bills. We can create a repeating bill, for instance for rent. We can do a credit note, or we can create a purchase order. Some of our suppliers will need a purchase order number in order to supply the goods and services. Now, one shortcut is for the delivery date or due dates. You can just click on the next item and then just say +7. That makes Xero calculate 7 days from the invoice date, the purchase order date, or the supplier bill date. We want 7 hours at 100 hours, and after we do that, we can provide some delivery instructions, attention it to somebody, save or approve. Once a purchase order has been approved, you can send by email. Other shortcuts that you can see is sometimes you want to have your outstanding purchase orders, but you also want to make sure that you haven't got a duplicate supplier invoice. You want to keep this screen open, but also open a new screen. In order to do this, click on Accounts, and before you click Purchases, hold your Control or your Apple key. Press Purchases, and you will come back with your screen here. You might want to search for a particular supplier. So let's see ABC. And you can see there is a supplier invoice in here for $6,930, but the next purchase order is only for $900. This gives you a quick and easy way to keep two screens open and check between two parts of your existing system. So that's about it for your quick introduction to Xero. We've had a look at your dashboard. We've seen how we can maneuver between different sections of your Xero and use the hyperlinks. And we've had a look at a couple of very simple shortcuts which will assist you in the future. I hope you've enjoyed your session today and look forward to seeing you again at one of our other sessions. Thank you for joining us.